loves, welcome back to my channel. Peace with Sha. I go by Sha or Shalanda. This is a hair, lifestyle, and motivational channel. Today we are going to do my minimalist makeup routine. I find that I'm growing towards a routine that is very simple, and I'm just being more cognizant of the brands that I'm choosing and like what I actually need to put on my face. Not need, but want to put on my face when I'm wanting to have a certain look. And I just feel like it's helping me to really consolidate on the items that I'm buying and just to be a lot more conscious and mindful of the things that I'm doing. And so I love this routine. It's taken me a while to get here, but I love it because one, is just so quick, it's effective, and I feel like the final look is just so beautiful. And so I just wanted to share it with you all, just to show you that you don't need a lot of products to get a nice, beautiful makeup look. And this is no diss to anybody who may like, a full-on beat. Absolutely go towards that. Absolutely do that. I appreciate that as well. But for me personally, I'm finding that I'm really loving the minimalist makeup situation. So I just want to share with you all some of the products that I've been using. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, I do have a mirror here, so I'm going to be looking this way a little bit while the camera is here. So the base and the finish that I like to use for the time being are by Milk Cosmetics, and I like the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and the Milk Hydro Grip Set and a refreshing spray. So I use these as my first thing that I put on my face and the last thing I put on my face, outside of moisturizer and things of that nature, of course. So we're just gonna go ahead and prep our face with this Milk Hydro Grip. In no way am I a makeup artist. Again, I'm just showing you all the routine that I've been loving and the products that I've been loving and what's really been working for me lately. I really like this primer because one, it doesn't ball up when I'm trying to put it on my face. It doesn't feel sticky to me. I feel like my products really grasp this primer really well on my face, and I don't find my product moving throughout the day. And I use this primer. It's not a mattening primer, which I do have very oily skin, and I used to use the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer, and I don't even think they make that anymore, but this is something I've really settled on and I've really been happy about the results. So if it's not broken, don't fix it, although I'm always looking for other alternatives as it relates to like clean beauty, all that jazz like that. So if you have any recommendations, I'm open to hear those. So that's usually what I do for my base. No longer do I use foundation anymore for like a whole base on my face. I'm very grateful and thankful that I've been able to just maintain essentially the scarring on my skin and all these things of that nature. And so I only use concealer now, and I just love being a concealer girl. I actually feel like it makes life so much easier. It makes the process of removing makeup easier, putting it on easier, all that jazz. Right now I'm using Ilia, the True Serum Concealer, and I use it in the color Birch. And so I usually just put it on my forehead because I seem to always have some type of like pigmentation on my forehead. I have a few freckles, so sometimes I do cover them up, and some scarring on my chin as well. So that's usually where I place that, and I also place it underneath my eyes just to get that lightening look so my face won't look super flat. Usually when you put foundation on, your face looks flat unless you add more dimension back to your face by adding lighter colors and darker colors, hence highlighting concealers and bronzers, which create dimension and depth. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some concealer on my forehead, a little bit on my nose, not a lot, underneath my eyes. And I don't like to put a lot. This is not what I would necessarily say is full coverage, but I do feel like it's buildable. It's enough to make it look like you have something on your face, but not too much where it's looking like you're trying to do a full face of makeup. Any place that I feel like I have some shadows, I usually put this concealer, and I always like to blend it in with my fingers. You can use a brush, but I don't know, when I'm in a hurry or when I put on makeup, I usually don't want to make a big fuss out of it. So I usually just use my fingers, and when I'm like blending everything in, I then go in with a blending brush. So we're just gonna go ahead and dab this in. I feel like I really like the formula of this Ilia concealer because it's not very thick or heavy on my face. I really don't feel like I have anything on my face actually. It kind of just feels like a light moisturizer, and so I really like and appreciate that. Okay, we're just gonna put a little bit more on my forehead. Just start here. Now we're gonna move on to our bronzer, our contour, if you will. I like to contour using Rare Beauty contouring stick, and I have it in the color On the Horizon. And I really love Rare Beauty. I love what they stand for. I love like the social and the environmental things that they stand for. They're all into mental health and their environmental impact. And I just also like that they have a wide range of shades. So I feel like very inclusive, but I like to put this on my forehead. Sometimes I feel like I go overboard, but I try to be real chill. Put a little bit on the side of my face. I don't really contour my nose anymore. Sometimes I might feel like it, but for the most part, I just kind of feel like it's unnecessary. And sometimes I go on my finger, but lately when it comes to my bronzer or my contour, I've just been going in and blending it out with my blending eyeshadow brush. And this was one from, I think, BH Cosmetics. I've had it for a long time. I should probably actually throw it away. But I like to just go ahead and start blending that in. Kind of into my hairline, but not too much. But I don't want it to look too separate from my hairline. Again, this is to add like dimension back to my face, even though I don't need that much of it because I didn't use full foundation. I find that this blends really easily and smoothly into my skin. I never have any issues with it, so I really, really love this. So one thing I've also been doing is, in lieu of like using full-on makeup palettes, like eyeshadow palettes, because I find that I would buy them and then I wouldn't even use them. I would use all of like 3 colors, and the rest of the palette I feel like kind of would go to waste because I didn't use it. I've been starting to use bronzers that I already have as my eyeshadow base, because I usually just like a quick one like color base and just go with that. And so I'm going to be using this Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy the Sunwalker or Sunstalker bronzer in Mocha Mommy, and that's usually what I put on my eyebrow crease. And yeah, I just like, you know, sit it in there. I feel like I'm also a very quick makeup applier. I don't take a long time to apply my makeup. Like I said, I just kind of want to get in and out. I don't want to get a big fuzz. I don't want to have to do too much. I'm team never doing too much, but always doing enough, you know? Because there's no need to do too much. So yeah, I like to put that on my crease. I don't feel like it takes too much away from my overall makeup routine or from my face. Okay, so after that, I like to go in with my blush. I've returned to blush. In college, I was a very big blush girl, and I feel like a lot of brands are coming out with blushes now. 2 brands in particular that I love are Merit Beauty and also Rare Beauty. I feel like they have some amazing, beautiful blushes that I think will look great on any skin tone. The blush I'm gonna use today is by Merit Beauty, and it's in Persimmon. And I just love how like silky this blush looks like when you put it on your skin, but also the way it looks on my face. So I just like to put a little bit on my cheekbones, and then I like to dab it out with my finger. Like it's enough, but not too much. So I love that. And one thing I love about my routine is that like it does help my face look polished, but I don't think it takes away from me and the way that I look. It's very natural, and that's one thing I love about minimal makeup, is that I feel like it looks pretty natural. And I know people are like, oh, why would you put on makeup just to, I guess, look like yourself or to look natural? But I think that that look is beautiful, and it's something that a lot of people love, and so it should also be embraced and celebrated. And I think there's an art to it as well as like a full beat. Okay, so that is what I like to do as it pertains to my face. Then sometimes if I feel like I still see harsh lines, I'll go back in with my beauty blender. I don't really feel that way today, so other times I do set my under eyes. I just don't really feel like it's necessary today, so I'm not going to do it. I don't feel like I was very heavy with my under eye. If I am heavy, I usually do set it with Laura Mercier setting powder. One thing I do for my whole face is I do set my face with a Laura Mercier setting powder. And this is in a darker shade. It is in the shade, let's see, translucent medium deep. So I just do a quick brisk around my face, especially in the places I didn't put anything, just to kind of make it look a little bit more uniform. So like the rest of my nose, around my mouth, and around the rest of my face. The sun is definitely going down, so sorry about this lighting. I missed my window. But yeah, so I like to put this on my face, And then what I usually start with first, which I didn't, is my eyebrows. And I use this eyebrow pencil by Rare Beauty. And it is in the shade Brown Harmony. And it's their Precision Pencil. I also don't like to do a lot to my eyebrows if you haven't noticed. Well, this is a minimal makeup routine, but I just don't feel the need to do a lot. My eyebrows are pretty naturally arched, so I don't like to take too much away from the natural shape of them. So I usually just take in this brush to fill in my eyebrows to kind of make them look a little bit more full, if you will, but never to take away the shape. So I try to follow the natural shape of my eyebrow and just respect it, actually. So I never do too much, and I don't really like highlight around my eyebrows anymore. It depends on how I'm feeling, but usually I just leave it alone and just kind of just fill it in a little. I feel like my eyebrows and my eyeliner are the hardest thing to do on camera. So I'm really proud of myself right now. And then after that, I always go in pretty like heavy at the, I guess you could say the start of my eyebrows. But then I like to go in, and to make it look more natural, of course, is to kind of like fade it out after I go in with my spoolie. So we're gonna go in our spoolie, and I think our spoolie just helps like blend, and also just helps the direction of your eyebrow strands all go in the same direction, or whatever direction you want them to go in, whether it's up and over, what have you. So then I just go in my finger and kind of just like blend some of that out. To wrap it all up, I always do my eyeliner and mascara last. I usually like to do my eyeliner first, then spray my face and do my mascara last, because I always find that when I do my mascara before I spray my face, it ends up on my face, like when I close my eyes. So we're gonna do that now. So the eyeliner I love to use for now is NYX, our NYX Epic Ink Liner, and it is in black. I love this, it's very precise, and I don't know, it's just a good one and done most of the time. And I would mess up when I'm filming. It's way thicker than I usually do it, but again, it's okay. Cool. One thing about eyeliner, if I just don't get it right the first time, I just like to leave it alone, because I feel like sometimes the more that I try, the more it's just not what I want, or it gets thicker, and I like a really thin line. After that, I'm gonna spray my face. Excuse the garbage can truck. So we're gonna spray our face with this Milk Grip and Refresh spray. So after I go in with my spray, I then like to go in my mascara, and I have this mascara from Ilia, and it's the Limited Lash Mascara, and this is also in black. So I'm very chill with my mascara now. I feel like I used to be super heavy-handed, and then my eyelashes will be very clumpy, and it will always get in my eye. It just was never a good time. So I've learned to just kind of relax on the mascara. Less is more, especially with mascara, because the more you stack it on, the more clunky it gets, and the more your eyelashes tend to stick together. And it's not necessarily the look I think most people go for, unless it is the look you're absolutely going for. In that case, I guess it's fine. So after that, I usually apply a nude lip gloss. The brand that I've been loving for lip gloss lately has been Tower 28. Again, they are also a clean at Sephora beauty brand, and they have so many beautiful shades. Like when I first discovered them, I wanted to buy all their shades. I think I have like 3 of them right now, and I use them all the time. So we're just gonna apply that. Again, it's very minimal, it's very natural, and I think it looks good on so many people, no matter what your skin tone is, no matter what your preference is. I think it's cute. So this is my minimal makeup routine. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you use any of the products I use, or what products you may be loving right now at the moment for your minimal makeup routine. Let's see how many products we actually use. Okay, so we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I count this? 11. We used 11 products, and I'm not mad at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we used 11 products, which I think that's great. And I don't think this took that long. I was kind of rushing a little bit, but usually this is how my routines are. It's pretty straight through and to the point. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I enjoyed having you here. I'll see you in my next video. As always, peace, love, and joy. Bye.